Menu narration option is set to off.
It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Lions and the football team, and it's coming up next.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Detroit Lions and the Washington football team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception. And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Cameron Curl up to make the tackle. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Swift. And now moving a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story as he was approaching 19 miles an hour on that one. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. On play action, Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big connection on that one. 31 yards. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to fire one, deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. Rolling to his right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that'll be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And a throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Able to slither by. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Ain't no joke on here right now.
DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
You got three down.
Play action. It's Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. We're sitting in a nice rolling box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. On the right, this is Cruz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 1st down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. But prior to that, he hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Lions need to move, they're hustling to the line now. This one caught, it's the tight end Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staff.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Nagar's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. On first down, it's Fields. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Now Fields. He's going to go up top again. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's out to the flat for Swift. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 9 now. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Swift. Room here to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've hit halftime. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I'm like, well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Fields. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And Washington has retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you just
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the route.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Let's go,
A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And they stop him short of the first. As he can only get to the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Nagar's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught right along the sideline. Good job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. They'll try and run it here. And he is going to come up empty here as they stop him short of the goal line. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hammond. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll pick him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Quintez Cephas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you can get a trade for him? Take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he was really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. From the left side, it's complete. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Now it's Fields. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Here's Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you can go for it, or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Back to throw. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. He's back to throw. This is caught. It's Cruz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take those shots.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to try and go deep again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 2nd and 8.
We got three, we got three.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, Howard should just about put a capper on this game.
That touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As